For all that and more with WDRC radio host Mary Jones. And today we are talking about season's greetings. Mary, good morning.
Good morning, Monica.
Now we are talking about the greetings quite literally. This is a great topic because it's something I think people don't really think about until it's too late. Do you go in for the handshake? Do you go in for the hug? What do you do?
And that was my question on my show last week, as a matter of fact. And, so when we're greeting people, my question was, do you shake hands? Do you go in for the hug? And if you do go in for the hug, do you leave it at a hug? Do you give a kiss on the cheek, or do you kiss on the lips as well? So the phone lines lit up. Everyone was phoning in. I'm a real hugger. And the reason this occurred to me last week, I was at an event, and I was approaching a man who I've met before, don't know him real well, but I've met him, and I was going to go in for the hug, and I saw, as I was just about to hug him, his hand came out to shake me. Well, I went in for it anyway.
Awkward.
It was kind of awkward, but I went for it anyway. But it got me thinking, it's like, I guess maybe not everyone wants to be hugged, and probably, is that a woman thing? I think women definitely hug a lot more than men do.
I think I'm with you. I tend to be a hugger more so than anything else. I just innately want to give somebody a hug, especially if I know them. Only really if I know them, give them a warm embrace. If it's somebody I'm meeting for the first time, I think maybe a handshake.
That's right. We're talking about appropriate situations.
Absolutely.
Only. Yeah. But the vast majority of women who called in are huggers. Most of those do not give a kiss on the cheek or on the lips. They just leave it at a hug. And this time of year, with cold season being what it is, we have to be very mindful of that in terms of maybe not kissing if you have a cold, or if you think you had a cold, or whatever. But so women like to hug. Men not so much, not surprisingly.
And on the same topic of germs, there a few years ago when we had the big swine flu outbreak, I know some people were a little hesitant to even shake hands for the fear of that as well. So I know that was a concern.
And I will admit, the older I get, Monica, I'm becoming like that a little bit.
Are you?
Well, just, when you tell someone, you're approaching someone and you can tell they're sneezing or they're coughing, and I think to myself, ew, I don't really want to shake their hand.
Well, maybe in that case, you just give them one of these little, hi, nice to meet you.
That's right. Or the elbow bump. That's kind of popular in some circles. But
there you go. Okay, good topic, and something definitely to think about.
And I think it's something, just be mindful. Pay attention to what you like to do, what you feel comfortable with, because if you don't feel comfortable with it, it's going to look silly. And also, if you sense from the person you're approaching that maybe they don't necessarily want to be hugged, and if they don't want to be hugged, they probably really don't want to be kissed on the cheek or the lips, for Pete's sake. So just be mindful of it.
Okay, we're also talking about shopping. 10 days left until Christmas. Who is it easier to buy presents for quickly, men or women?
In my opinion, women, hands down. Maybe it's just me, and unfortunately for my husband, but I am the worst when it comes to buying presents for men. Women are so much easier.
You think so? Now, see, I'm going to have to agree with men. Men seem like they're easy. They'll take anything. Women, sometimes you overthink it. Maybe it's a problem.
But see, as far as men, the only thing I can ever think of is gadgets. Once you get past electronic gadgets, which I know they like, I'm clueless. Women, so easy. And jewelry.
Oh, you can never go wrong with jewelry.
Never go wrong with jewelry.
Mary, thanks so much. If you want to hear more from her, you can head to our website, NBCConnecticut.com, and search all that.